Welcome to Ernie's Ties. I am like a kid in a candy store when I'm looking at ties like this. I go absolutely nuts because this is my passion. I love ties and I love getting dressed to go to work every day. You know, getting ready to do the news, I start thinking about, well, how do I feel today? You know, what's the nature of the news? And many times I have to think about that when I'm picking out my clothes. But I want to give you a couple of basics, some things that I've learned over the years and my own personal feelings. I happen to like a really solid white shirt. Why? Because it's a great backdrop. It's very simple, and I can wear any tie with a white shirt. Let me show you what works really well. I'm going to start with some greens. Now, a lot of guys, you know, are not crazy about green. They think, well, you know what, maybe it's just not that popular color. Maybe you only wear it on St. Patrick's Day or something like that. I think you can wear it any time. I think that this paisley tie, for example, is cool. It's got a great look, and look how it pops off that white shirt. Doesn't that look great? Okay, I'm going to take that away. Here's another variation. This is nice. It's got a nice, simple stripe. And I like the tone of the green. It's a little deeper. With a nice navy blue suit, this really looks sharp. Now take a look at this, because I look for texture. See this texture in here? I love these little patterns and dots, and it really stands out. It has a little bit more of an elegant look to it, which is really sharp. And along those same lines, you know, you have a little bit more of a solid green like this, which also looks cool. Isn't that nice? Huh? I usually like to hold it up, by the way, when I'm in a mirror. I'll take the shirt and I'll hold the tie up just to see how it looks with skin tone. You should be doing that so you see what you're going to look like when you're wearing this thing. Love blues, okay? I'm going to start with the blues now. Very, very basic, a nice striped tie. Doesn't that look great? You see how it pops off the white? You've got the blue and then you've got the white stripe. Okay, this is also a very elegant look. I love a solid blue like that. Very soft, very easy. Tell me if that doesn't look classy. Doesn't that look really nice? I mean, you can wear that. You can go to a wedding. You can go to a business meeting, or you can just be really sharp looking. Maybe a dinner date or something like that. That's very nice. This is a cool tie, okay? I like, again, going back to the paisley look. This has a certain flair to it. It's different. It stands out. It says, you know what? I'm an individual. I'm unique. And you have to really have a lot of guts to wear certain ties, because some guys maybe hesitate and say, well, you know, it's too bright for me. Don't worry about looking too bright. Today, bright is in. Sharp is really, you know, a nice, elegant tie, but it has a little bounce to it. This is very traditional. It's a very nice pattern. I like that. It looks very good with a blue suit. And if you'd like a little interest, try something like that, because this has a little bit of a different pattern to it. It looks like it's a solid tie or maybe with a little pin dot to it, but you see the little flowers in there with a little red and white, especially for television for me, that really reads well on the air, okay? Now, would you like to try reds? Why not? Let's try a little red here. This is a good pattern. You'll always find that I like to go for something that is a little more on the traditional side, but yet it has a little flair to it. You can't go wrong with this. A little soft little pin dot to it, it's terrific. This is a nice tie as well. See, I have a little bit of a pattern that I work with. I go with the stripe, I go with the paisley, I go with the solid tie. This is something that I like too. These are ties that I pick out for myself. Now you see what I like about this? This is a little narrower stripe. It has a little bit more of a quiet definition to it, but the color is great. And again, hold it up, see what it looks like on your face, and then you can decide what's nice. You know, one thing I haven't talked to you about is the knot. Okay, I like a half Windsor. I don't like a very large knot. I don't like it to be very small. I like it to be just right, and it should go really neat. And if you can take a look at this, really neat right up into the collar, so it looks, you know, smart. Okay, more reds. Look at this. This is a nice one too. This is very nice. You see that? This is a nice, simple look. Now I'm going to probably tell you something else. Pocket scarves. You know, you start thinking about pocket scarves. See, I wear like something very simple. This is pink because it picks up on the pink shirt and the tie. But most of the time I end up wearing a lot of white. You know, a nice white pocket scarf kind of blends with everything. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, finishing up on the reds. Look at this. Again, very simple, very elegant. Okay, you can see the way I pick the ties out. And then here's another stripe, but this is a little variation. A deeper red with a nice blue stripe. I have more. Come back.